This is Shamrock Sangara. She is an 11-year-old warm blood cross thoroughbred mare. She was previously owned by a lady that mostly did dressage work with her. She's recently come back into work after a little period of time off. She has started jumping, schooling, continued with her dressage work. She hasn't got any known serious previous injuries or ailments. She's got a small scar on her right hind leg from an injury as a foal that she re-injured a couple months ago. She went through a full lameness evaluation with the vet without any significant outcome or significant changes to her gait or her movement in general. So we will start with doing her gait analysis, after which I will revise and discuss what I observed in it, and then we will continue with our full session. Starting off, we're just going to do a vitals check. Our horse's heart rates and temperatures get checked twice a day due to the fact that we are currently in African horse sickness season. This is a season where the midges carry a disease that is extremely dangerous and sometimes fatal to the horses. So we get checked twice a day, mornings and evening. So I do know that both her heart rate and temperature are normal. I'm going to do an evaluation of her vitals, check her capillary refill time, her gums, and then we're going to move on to checking range of motion of the joints. Right, her gum colour is normal. She is slightly more pale than other horses in general. Quick capillary refill time. No obvious signs of dehydration in her skin. Okay. Right. Next, we're going to move on. I'm going to check range of motion of all of her joints, and then we're going to move on to our massage session. Okay, first off, we're going to check range of motion of her TMJ, her neck, and then we'll move on to the limbs. Right. I can see there's a little bit of catching on her teeth. She's due for the dentist next month. So that is to be expected. Slightly tight in the movement of her jaw, so it tells me there's a little bit of tightness in her TMJ. Next I'm going to check her neck. Good girl. Either side. And that's she's slightly tighter bending to the left than to the right. Okay, I'll start by checking the forelimbs, both into the shoulder, the knee, the fetlock, and then down to the hoof. Nice normal range of motion in the right front. And slightly tight on the forward stretch on the left front. Right, moving on to checking her hind limbs. Slightly tight on the backward stretch on the right hind. Much better stretch on the forward stretch on the left. And definitely still tied to the backward stretch on the left hind. Right, we're going to move on to our palpation video, checking for stress points and any signs of tension or pain. I'm going to be checking for tension that I can find anywhere in the body, including in the jawline, the poll, the neck, shoulder, back, abdomen, hindquarters, and then lower legs. Definitely finding some tightness in the pole. into tension and placing my hands on the top of her head, which correlates to the bit of tension that I'm feeling here. At the top of the neck here. As I move through, feeling for stress points and tension, I'm applying effleurage to get the blood flow going and warm up the muscle areas. Definite tension in her neck at the top here, going down into the shoulder. The other side as well. Day. Temporalis muscles and up into the body. Correlating tension on either side. Legs are definitely tight and sore. Finding tightness on either side of the pole, upper part of the neck, down into the shoulders, and not much tension through the pectoral or the lower part of her neck. Move on to checking the shoulders. Stuff in the spine. The spine fits into the spine muscles. Move on to checking the barrel of the body, her back, the pectoral muscles, and her abdomen. checking her abdomen. Alright, some sensitivity in the abdominal muscles. And then I'll check the same on the other side. Definitely less sensitivity observed on the left hand than the right. Checking her quarter pectoral on the left. And then up into the ribs. And then I'll be checking the abdominal muscles on the left hand side as well. And there's no clear sensitivity or reactivity in the abdominal muscles on the left hand side. Right, next I'm going to move on to checking her hindquarters and feeling for any sensitivity or reactivity in the area. Right, so we ended off in the lower back, which we did pick up some reaction on her palpation. Next I'm going to move on to the glutes, to the SI area. Hamstring. Pulling in some tight skeletal muscles up here. Down the lower limb. This is the limb where she had the injury that's still got a slight amount of scar tissue. It is movable though, it's not fixed and not attached to the tendon. Okay, I'm also going to check her inner thighs just to make sure that there is no serious sensitivity or reactivity in the area. Nice, soft, movable, and pliable. Right, I'll be checking behind them on the other side for the same. Moving up from the lower back into the glutes. Slight ropey feeling of the muscles on this side. A bit of tightness. making mental notes of where all the problems arise so we can come back and work on them. Sacroiliac or into her hip. Moving down to the hamstring muscles. And then checking low limb. Looking for any deviations, inconsistency, tightness, and looking for reactions other than her looking at horses coming in. Here I'll also be checking inner thighs just to make sure that it's even and equal on either side. And checking the stifle. Okay. Next we're going to go on to our full massage session. I've made mental notes of where all her problems are that need to be addressed, and we will be applying different types of massage strokes to address the individual issues that she has experienced. We'll apply Epilaral strokes as we go. This just helps move the blood flow, the oxygenation around, and keeping the muscles nice and warm and pliable for work. Here's circular strokes into the TMJ joint, through the masseter muscles. Looking for reactions, releases, her telling us anything, whether it's uncomfortable or if there is a release of tension in the area. Kneading technique on the larger muscle area of the masseter. Good girl. Into the bottom of the jaw. Here we find a little bit of tension. I'm just going to place my fingers and hold. to the TMJ. Over to the temporal muscles. Doing some ear rotations. Working our way through the pole. Now I know that the pole was quite a sensitive area for her, so we're going to start with very gentle effleurage strokes until she relaxes and allows us to work a little bit deeper. Good girl. Soft pressure circular motions. Try and work on relaxing. Apply some compression. Slow circular rotations. To soften the muscles on top of the head. Go around. I might take a step away and measure for a minute. Now we're going to move on to doing the same on the other side. Right, so now we're going to apply the same technique to the opposite side and work on the TMJ. It's definitely much softer on this side, not as much ropey tightness. Masseter muscle. She's showing you a bit of sensitivity. Underneath her jaw, to the hyoid apparatus. nearly as tight, sensitive, or reactive on this side. There's a nice space between the jaw and the hyoid bone. No restrictions that can be felt here. Other side is loosened up a little bit, not as tight, and it's definitely more pliable. Nice. I'm going to move from her TMJ up to the around the joint, up to the temporal muscle. And I'm doing some ear rotations on the right hand side as well. Her little ears are working in overdrive. There's a lot going on. And our fly season has been really bad. Okay. Up to the floor. Very tight, Nicole. We'll just hold for a moment and wait for her to just relax. Okay. Here we have a little bit of relaxation. We can work on her. Blood pressure. Definitely a lot of tightness in her body. I'm going to work down her neck on either side. We did find some tension and some sore muscles in the neck. So I'm going to be applying different strokes just to work that out, effleurage in between.
Careful, bro.
Muscle squeezing over the crack. Just moving it from side to side. Get a little bit of movement in there. It's very tight. Getting some better movement. Move on to kneading the muscles of the neck, where her tightness occurs all the way from her shoulder up to her bottom. some friction over the past top here. And then you get it rid of. This fabric muscle and move it around a little bit, leave a little bit of space. Right, now we're going to move on to the other side of the neck. Do the same thing, work through her pulse, into those tight muscles, down her neck into her shoulder. Definitely got a spasm here. Muscle squeezing over your crease, also squeezing it around slightly, making sure that there is still motion and softness. tight or silk scarf that were noted over her shoulders. We do want to keep the blood flow going, keep the oxygenation high, and keep the muscles nice. Moving towards the hindquarters and the forearm strokes, we will focus on the lower back where she has some discomfort. Towards the lower back, focus on the area of sensitivity that she showed us earlier. Bone sensitivity is not as much on the left as the right, but there's still present. Pressure and just hold. As soon as there's reventilation, the extra large stroke, keeping the blood flowing and muscles warm. To create some more heat. And check sensitivity again. Where I find spots in the sole. And just apply pressure and hold. Relaxing, move on.
Please change the step. I want to create.
Opposite side, and again, she has sensitivity in the lower back, so we're going to work from the neck and shoulder down to the lower back where the problem is. You follow through with the AFRL slow. Keep those muscles warm. Muscle lifting to the lower limb. Follow a little bit of lymph drainage. Blood flow movements to the bodies as well. rib cage. To the back.
Okay.
Can I leave her in when we finish? I can leave her in when we finish.
Yeah, I will make it.
No, don't worry. I'll swap them, Manuel. Don't worry. We've gotten to the point of sensitivity. We're just gonna work on kneading out that sore tight muscle on her back. Find the point of shirt and just hold. Twin little pieces as it slowly slides through our shirt. Some more kneading. Sensitivity, side pressure and hold. Wait for it to release. There's it release. Continue with this. We're going to go through the bum. Just down into your hamstrings. And straighten your thighs. Hamstring muscle. And down. Leg. Get a little nice and massage through the limb. Looking at lymph system growing. All the way around the bladder meridian. Doesn't have serious sensitivity in these areas. It's like clearing out traffic. You can't fix traffic on the highway just by fixing the accident. You need to clear the traffic around the area as well. As we keep blood flowing and the lymphatic system going, it will help move blood flow and oxygen and toxins out of the body through the muscular system into the lymph nodes and away. Check lower back and circular massage. hindquarters on the opposite side as well. Maybe from the lower back over to the hindquarters. Glutes. Lower limb, we will go back up the bladder meridian, get the lymphatic system going. Into the inner thighs. Movement and flow, not ignoring the medial muscles of the body, and the ventral line of the actual chain. Okay. Do a bit of tail squeezing, help the muscles in the tail relax. You should have a very gentle grip, but firm pressure. I'm going to take your tail and just do some tail rotations, help release the muscles in the tail responsible for moving the tail. Nice and loose. We're going to do a sacral release, gripping the tail quite high up close to the body. A gentle pull of the tail with more focus on the hand running up the sacrum than the tail pull itself. After the session, I like doing a bit of a stretch out just to make sure that there's got no serious tensions in the flexions, to see if we've got a bit of brain of motion or if it's the same, if there's something we need to focus on for next time. I'm going to start with her neck and her front limbs. Really easier bending to the left after. Got a better range of motion to the left. I'm going to check front feet, front limbs, not too far. Making sure to go to where she's comfortable and releasing it back down gently. Good girl. And for the hinders. So much better. And now for the opposite hinder.